Welcome to the Public Health Digital Library and Overview Training. This training is presented by the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment, or CDPHE. CDPHE's logo symbols can be seen at the bottom of each slide. Overview. CDPHE provides access to the Public Health Digital Library, or PHDL, through the National Library of Medicine to all Colorado state and local health departments at no cost. The PHDL provides the following resources that support evidence-based practice and research in public health: over 290 e-journals, 80 e-books, and multiple databases. This training will provide a brief overview of all of the databases and features in the PHDL. If you're having trouble logging in, please email the PHDL directly at phdl@umassmed.edu. Objectives. After completing this training, you will be able to differentiate the various resources and databases on the PHDL, search for pertinent health information on the PHDL, utilize PHDL databases, ebooks, and e-journals to inform assessment and planning activities, and consider new ways to utilize PHDL resources in your work. Live demo. We will now begin the live demonstration of how to access and use the PHDL. Here we see the Public Health Digital Library main page. We're going to first review the titles of all of the databases and information on the main page, and then we'll dive a little deeper into each of the databases to see exactly what they do. Starting on the right side, we see the policy map. And below that, we see the CABI Global Health database. Below there, we have the Cochrane Library. And to the bottom right, we see tweets from NNPHCO. Scrolling back up to the top, we see the Public Health Digital Library. Here we have the library EResources. We have pubmed.gov. eBooks by StatRef. And the citation matcher there at the bottom in the middle. Going back to the top, this time looking at the left side, we see the PHDL resources suggestion box if you have any suggestions to make the library better or things you would like to see differently. Below that, we have an education box here, which has an education guide, the training pages, and the calendar to see maybe you're interested in taking training on one of these different databases or learning more about the library. Below that, we see the calendar, and you can see the upcoming trainings. Here on the bottom left, you can see Stay Connected, subscribe to the PHDL newsletter, lots of information contained in the newsletter. You can join the PHDL blog or find out more information about the NPHCO or the library. And at the very bottom, you have FAQ, so frequently asked questions, and you can click on that and have answers to many of the questions you might have. Scrolling back up to the top, we're going to start over on the right-hand side with the policy map. Here we see the main page of policy map, starting with the map of the United States. This feature, this database, is really useful for public health planning, assessment, all different things you can do, all different data and information contained here that you can use for reports, for grant writing, for a variety of things. Looking here at the top, we see these different data and location bars. We'll use those in just a minute. We then see different tabs for data that they have already put together into tabs for you, but you can search by any topic area. Policy map has layers, so you can use a single layer or one piece of data, or you can do multi-layer, so you can overlap data upon data. And we're going to show some examples of that here. So we're going to start in this location tab. I'm going to put Colorado, and I'm going to pick Colorado State. So there you can see it's highlighted. And over here, I'll just put in the word COVID. And you can see 155 results have come up. I'll just pick the top one. And while that data is loading, let's just have a look at some of the other features of the main page here. So if we go to the bottom right, You can hover over these icons, and here's where we clip our boundary. We can rotate the view. We can reset the map, which is important every time you want new data. Here are some settings for the map. You can print, save, view your saved work, and share your work. You can also adjust the screen to smaller or larger. So our data has come up, and I would like to clip our boundary. We said Colorado, so I just want to look at Colorado. I'm going to make it bigger. Center the image into the screen. And you can see here we have a nice map just like that with a graphic to the left, which tells us about what's identified here on this map. So you can see the darker areas have a higher percent change in the 7-day average of COVID. So you can see the hot spots in the state. Nice graphic there that you can use and print and share. So very, very useful to see the map that way. Another way we can see the map, first I'm going to reset the map. And this time I'm going to put in my zip code. And I'm going to put in some data for rental prices. And instead of selecting from the drop down over this time, I'm going to hit the search tab, hit the top. And here we see for this zip code, these are all the different things we can do. I'm going to click on the reports tab here, and I'm going to select the community profile report. And now I'm going to generate that report for this zip code. And I'm going to use my zip code to do that. And just like that, here we have a community profile report for 80130, the Highlands Ranch area in the Front Range. And we can scroll down and see all the different data in this report: population trends, racial characteristics, age distribution, incomes, immigration, family and households, housing types, tenure, vacancy, employment, and so on. So very detailed report about the community of Highlands Ranch just at the couple of clicks of a button. So very useful way to get data. So I'm now going to jump out of the policy map, back over to the digital library, and scroll down below the policy map. I see the CABI Global Health, which is a database of public health research with a global scope, which includes indexed PubMed journal articles, reports, conference proceedings, book chapters, and policy documents. So welcome to CAB Direct, and here we have a keyword search. So you can put in any keyword here that is related to the work you're doing. For our purposes, we're going to put in smoking cessation programs. Click the search tab and you'll see all the different articles and information that come up related to smoking cessation. Say you're writing a grant for a smoking cessation program in your community. Here you could come and find all the latest information. You can find by topic, all these different things here on the right, broader terms, the year, etc. Here you can see the ones you've selected, the history, your search history. You can save your work. You can save your projects here. So you can really make it your own as you begin to really do your research in here. So closing out of CABI now and going below CABI on the right-hand side of the main page of the public library, we see the Cochrane Library. Clicking on this tab takes us into a database where we can see a variety of different types of resources. The Cochrane Library contains different types of reviews, and if I click on About the Reviews, you can see information about systematic reviews, the types of reviews that they do, so intervention reviews, diagnostic test accuracy reviews, prognosis reviews, etc. The Cochrane Library, which is also available in Spanish, has 3 different databases of systematic reviews. First is the Cochrane Database of Systematic Reviews. The second is the Cochrane Central Register of Controlled Trials. And the Cochrane Clinical Answers provides readable, digestible, and clinically focused entry points to rigorous research that are designed to be actionable and inform point-of-care decision-making. Scrolling back up and clicking on the About. You can see more information about their databases and the types of reviews that they do. Clicking out of the Cochrane Library now, back on the main PHDL main page, Library EResources here. And if you've ever had to write a research paper, you might have encountered resources that you were unable to access if there was a firewall, or perhaps you could only get the abstract, or perhaps they wanted to charge you for the full article. Here in the Public Health Digital Library, there are no firewalls. All journals and ebooks and resources are available in their full form at no cost. Looking now at the EResources Library, put a topic in. I'm going to choose the topic of health, and you can see all the different articles that have come up under that health term. I'm going to pick health equity, and it'll take me right to the article health equity, to the publication, where you can see what's online now, what was just accepted, the most read, most cited articles. You can go by year and really dive into this particular subscription. You can also submit a paper here. If you're doing your own research, this is a place where you can share with others. Looking at the top tabs, you can see all different other information, and it gives you the collections, the publications by type, all different ways to access the information you're looking for. Back to the Public Health Digital Library main page, scrolling down, now we're looking at PubMed. PubMed comprises more than 34 million citations for biomedical literature from Medline, life science journals, and online books. Citations may include links to full-text content from PubMed Central and publisher websites. So here, I'm going to put in the same, actually this time I'll put in health equity, and let's see what comes up. So I used the search terms health equity, and I came up with 43,155 results. Let's say I want to, be a little more specific. I'm going to choose what was just published in the last year. I have all these different ways to filter the information on the left. So that brought me to 9,800 results. But let's say I'm really interested in advancing health equity with artificial intelligence. So I can click on this resource, and you can see the whole article is here, the figures, the similar articles. I can print this, I can save it, I can cite it. So you can just click on the cite, so I get the citation, you can get the whole article here. Clicking back over to the Public Health Digital Library main page, still in the middle section, scrolling down below the PubMed. This time we'll click on eBooks by StatRep. And here we can see a variety of different ebooks. If you're interested in the outbreak information, you can click here for more about TDS Health. You can look through and see some health news, mobile apps. You can personalize your profile. Look at the medical dictionary. You can also see the EMB Calc here, which is a unique computerized medical reference and tool set. You can see evidence alerts, drug shortages, other public health news, recent searches, favorites, etc. So all kinds of things. Here you can also manage your homepage panels, make it your own. So a quick and easy reference for ebooks. You can also see other ebooks listed on the main page. Scrolling down to the citation matcher in the center at the bottom of the PHDL main page, I'm now going to enter a DOI, or Digital Online Indicator, into this tab here and click Match, and that will bring me to an article. So if you have the DOI or the author or identifying information about any articles you might be seeing in a different resource, or looking at reference or bibliography materials, this will bring you right to the full text of those articles. You can save, print, and access them here. So that is the overview of all of the databases, and we went through the additional information on the left-hand side of the page. So that wraps up our overview of the Public Health Digital Library. To review our objectives once more, after completing this training, you should now be able to differentiate the various resources and databases on the PHDL, search for pertinent health information on the PHDL, utilize the databases, ebooks, and e-journals from the PHDL to inform assessment and planning and other public health-related activities, and consider new ways to utilize the PHDL in your work. That concludes Public Health Digital Library and Overview. Thank you for attending.